KRockFootball.com.au, the coaches catch-up continues. We're out at Shell Oval, the home of the Corio Devils, and lucky enough to be talking to their newly appointed coach in Barry O'Toole. Barry, not the first time around for you as coach. You and the cousin Rick did it, I think, about 5 or 6 years ago, but as you said a little bit earlier, it was a bit more Rick and you just went along for the ride.
Yeah, it's a new experience for me this time around. Last time, Rick done most of the work. I was just there to help out when he needed, when he was working and stuff. But this time it's all hands on deck.
Yeah, was that the year that Rick might have been suspended for the first few games? It was a carryover from Newcombe?
Yeah, I think it was actually.
So that would make it 08, I think.
Yeah, so he wasn't allowed on the ground at that time, so we had to go over the fence pretty much. So I done most of it, the talking and stuff, that first few weeks.
Now, Mark McDowell, obviously you've replaced. What interested you in coaching? What is your home club? Was it a case of that you really wanted to have that crack at doing it by yourself?
Yeah, definitely. I got Darren Bennett helping me out. He's coached the reserves over the last few years. He's stepped up and he's going to do a joint role on game day, run the bench and stuff. So, yeah, and just with the good kids around the club, I thought it was exciting times for the club. So I thought no better time than now to get involved at the top of the job.
Of course, the GDFL had their academy program last year. There were a number of Corio youngsters in that academy. Is that where you're looking for, to build the core of your senior team around over the next few years?
Yeah, definitely. And another thing we're starting up this year is we've got a junior development squad. Shane Manning's going to take that. It's for kids between the age of 14 to 18, just making the right decisions in life, eating right, and just doing a little bit extra training, get them ready for the seniors over the next couple of years.
How is your junior program at the moment? Just obviously, you were so strong for so long there. The kids in the northern suburbs are attracted to you guys in the North Shore. Is that still the way it is?
Yeah, definitely. Our under-16s last year won Division 2 premiership, so there's 4 or 5 of them guys that have played seniors already, probably 4 or 5 games, and Joel Bennett and BJ O'Toole, they've probably played 10, 15 games now, so they're ready to take the next step and move the club forward.
Recruiting-wise, have you been active?
Yeah. We've got a few blokes from Port Melbourne, Tony and Daniel Vuli. Another bloke we got from Melbourne is a full forward, Alex. I can't pronounce his last name, but that's another plus for us. We're still waiting on a few clearances. Hopefully David Holtzfine will get cleared over the next couple of weeks. He's come on as assistant coach. He's experienced. He's a good player. He plays in the big games. He plays well. So he'd be good to have on board and help out the young kids.
Mark Stewart, obviously old father time. He's been for a number of years. He doesn't get any older. He continues to give you something. Have you been able to keep him for another year?
I think Stewie's a bit up in the air whether to have another year or he's really undecided at the moment. So we're waiting to hear back from him. I'm not going to rush him. He's 41, 42 now, so we'll just wait and see how he goes closer to the season.
Season starts April 5. Do you reckon he might turn up to training on April 3?
Yeah, big chance.
and you start the season, you kick off against the Belmont Lions, of course last year's wooden spooner, and then they throw Belpost to let you in round 2. So they're giving you the polar opposites. Yeah,
definitely. I think Belmont's going to be a good test. They're pretty much in the same boat as us. So they've got a new coach in Dave McKernan. He's originally from Corio, so I know Dave pretty well. He'll get the boys up and pumped for the first game. I think it's going to be a cracking game. Belpost Hill, second game. I suppose that's going to have a bit of interest now that if Holdsy gets cleared. So, but Belpost Hill, they're the team of the last 3 or 4 years. So, we're just hoping to be competitive this year. Maybe sneak into the 5. You never know what can happen when you get there. But our main aim is to bleed the kids in, get as much games as we can into them, and then over the next few years have a real crack.
I suppose kicking enough goals is going to be the issue. I suppose you've recruited, as you said, a full forward. It's getting it to him, and obviously then everybody's working off him.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm pretty keen. We're going to have a pretty good on ball. So we got Shane Manning back to the club, Holdsy, Ricky Lazarik's dropped 11 kilos, and he's keen as. I'll probably play up forward this year, probably in a pocket or something like that. So that should give us a bit of extra power up forward, hopefully, if I don't break down. But yeah, we're looking all right.
And off field too, obviously the redevelopment of the rooms here over the last couple of years, they've come up really well, and you've been able to land a major sponsor as well.
Yeah, definitely. The club rooms is like triple the size of what it used to be. it's $600,000 upgrade or something like that. We're getting a new scoreboard, electric scoreboard. So things are looking up around the club. We've got a major sponsor in Isuzu Trucks, which has signed on for 3 years, and that's I'm not too sure how much it is per year, but the club's never been in that position before. And I think the club's really heading in the right direction with the kids. We've got about 15 or 20 new sponsors all up to jump on board with the other ones who will put a bit more extra money in this year. So the club's really looking forward to having a good year this year and then having a real crack over the next couple of years.
Fantastic, Baz. Sounds like onwards and upwards at the moment for the Devils. Good luck in your second time around. Hopefully some success. It's been a while since the Devils have played finals, and no doubt you'd like to be playing in September.
Yeah, definitely. Before I finish up, it'd be good.
Fantastic, Baz. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Kenny.
Barry O'Toole joining us on the Coaches Catch Up, krfootball.com.au.